found my AP chemistry class is easy since in 11th grade I took AP physics, and in 11th grade I also did some teacher assistant volunteering at school for my old first year chemistry teacher, and I got a bunch of relearning practice experience that way, so I didn't forget my chemistry. And in 12th grade, when I take everyone my age in school everyone else in 12th grade is taking AP physics, and I'm like a little salmon that swam upstream instead of downstream, and swam against the current and went the other way, and is coming back while everyone's going the other way. And in the class, it's hard for others since they're 11th graders because the class is mostly filled with juniors, and I'm the oldest student in that class. But I've been doing well, and classmates have asked me for help, and I help them, and I like to answer their questions on the question and answer page that our class created, and I'm pretty active on there. I like to help people out along with the teacher as well. So I kind of act like a half teacher, half student, like a second teacher. Although I still do struggle sometimes, so if I do struggle, I put some time in reviewing it too. So I'm not a slacker. Yeah, my Chinese class mostly. My second class is Chinese, and my second class of the day is Chinese, and is easy. I'd say it's a mix between easy and hard, since on the tests I usually don't get enough time to write all the characters I want, since I'm pretty slow at writing characters. But my handwriting is good, but just the writing speed is slow, so that puts me at a disadvantage. But I use Chinese a lot, so I get a bunch of practice, and practice makes permanent. But I get good practice, so that makes perfect, actually. So it's good. It is good. And some people in the Chinese class I see in other classes too, and they know me and I know them. Everyone knows me. It's a whole community that I'm part of. The third class is democracy, American democracy, and I perfectly could have taken it this summer, the 2019 summer, instead of taking it in school and in class. I'm taking it. So there are three options. I could have taken that democracy class in the summer in online, or in class during the school year. So I chose to take it in class, and it's about 50-50. 50% of people take democracy online, and 50% of people take democracy in class. And I decided to do it in a classroom, since I like people and I like to be around people, and I felt that since this is senior year, this might be the very well last chance I get to that I'm actually spoon-fed, like easy stuff. So that's why I decided to take it in class, and it's not so bad. I feel it kind of gets a reputation, the in-class stuff gets a reputation for being for slackers, but in the class community, it's just the student quality isn't so bad. We're still people. And it's also easy since I take some of the work I don't do, and on the tests, I sometimes don't complete the necessary study questions, so to get extra credit points, or just get counted off a few points, but that doesn't matter since I do well on the tests anyways. Democracy. And for my fourth class, I take psychology, And psychology is a class that I didn't take all the way until senior year. And I could have taken psychology in ninth grade, but ninth grade, as early as ninth grade. But I decided to wait until senior year since I remember this guy named Cole when I was back in eighth grade. Our 12th grade TA in our English class named Cole told us that we should wait until 12th grade to take psychology since it's like he said, it's super easy. It's no work at all. And that's what I did. I'm taking it now in senior year. And that's one of the most useful classes I think I ever took in high school since the teacher, he has a lot of common sense. I feel he's really street smart, and I learned a lot of stuff about people, how people work, addictions, mental illnesses, disorders, learn how to cope and be around people, and he also taught us a little something about sleep, so not too bad. And of course, another class that I could have taken online but decided to take in class was health. Now, in-class health has very, very little people, like only 10%. No, I don't even know if that's even 10%. Like 9%, like 5% of people take in-class health. So in the school, there's only like in 12th grade, mainly since the health education is reserved for 12th graders only. In our class, there's only 10 people. Yeah, just 10 people. And we just sit in class and work on computers, which makes no difference from the online health course. The curriculum is exactly the same, but we just sit in the classroom and work. And again, I like to be around people, so that's why I took it, even when I could have taken online health class. And if I did take online health class, I could have gone home at I could have just gone home at 11:15 instead of going home at 1:20 p.m. each day. I just go home at 11:15 in the morning. Although the health is just a 1 semester course, so after first semester and after the end of January, I'll be free, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays I'll be off as early as 11:15 after starting school at 7:55. And each of my school classes lasts for 1 hour and 30 minutes normally. And for my sixth and final class, I take English. And normally seniors do not have 6 classes, as many as 6 classes. Most of them have 5 classes since they take some classes online. But since I took most of my courses in class, so I took all the possible courses I could have taken online in class. We get I might call it kind of like the weakling class, because those remain the weak and the weak. And I don't mean weak in a bad way, but just a minority. The minority. Yeah, that's the correct way to put it. The minority. And the course. And I got much better at English composition over the past 4 years since I've been able to, mature in my mind and start to formulate my own opinions and have a voice, really. And that's been helping me with writing essays and stuff. And doing analysis. So now the classes English, I don't hate the subject. I don't hate English as much as I used to. No, I don't hate it. I just for me it's just neutral. I have a neutral opinion of it. And normally the sixth period is the last class of the day for the English teacher. So she gets off. We get off. She gets off. It's a pretty chill atmosphere since not many seniors are around school after lunchtime. After lunch, even at lunchtime. At lunchtime, seniors leave the campus since they have no more classes, and we're like the only ones in English remaining at school as seniors. And some of the people who took health in class with me, in class health, follow me into English class. So there's a little, I guess, late community, like late after school community we have, since like around 70% of high schoolers leave at have finished school at 11:15. So I had two fads, and those were pitching bottle caps and hand farting. So I used to hand fart, and I try to vary my hand fart pitches, but I haven't been very good at it. So I gave up in around May. I stopped hand farting in March. In like between April and May, I started hand farting, and no, I quit. I quit hand farting. I originally wanted to do it for a school talent show, but I stopped pursuing it after it was hard. It was hard to continue doing that and get better at it. And I used to pitch bottle caps, and by pitching, I would like flick it, and it would go really far and have some would spin around, which was pretty cool. And I got the idea to do pitching bottle caps, but then I quit after I went to Taiwan for 6 weeks in summer, and I would have like this huge pile of bottle caps, but of bottle caps, and those bottle caps would come from the old milk cartons, the old Horizon milk cartons, and those caps would be yellow, but I trashed them. I threw them away after I lost interest in them. I usually don't eat out very much, and I eat most of my meals at home. The reason why I don't like eating out that much is because I don't want to spend so much money, and I also don't want to eat as much meat as I used to. Kind of cut down on my diet, be a more efficient eater. Mainly it's for money. I don't want to spend that much money, so I just eat at home. And plus driving too, so no. I don't think I've ever hung out with friends since around 10th grade, because they've moved out and everyone else in my neighborhood has been getting busy. I used to play with the neighborhood kids, and we would ride bikes a lot and play and have Nerf gun wars and go to each other's houses and play Minecraft. That was fun until it stopped when middle school started for me. I mean, one of my neighborhood friends, right now he's a college freshman and a year older than me. He already moved out, and I guess after he left, his name was Danny. After Danny left, everything was dead. Well, I mean, everything has been dead a long time since before he moved out for college. So the people who I'm pretty much closer with the people who don't live in my town than the people who actually do live in my neighborhood. So that's kind of a weird irony. I know more about the people farther from me than the people within my town, fairly local. So I'm a fairly local person. During vacation time, during school vacations or any vacation, I stick around. I stick around where I live, and I continue the same routine. So I'm pretty much the person whose school portrait doesn't change.